Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me just make sure.
Hey there.
Showing that I'm live.
Hey there, my.
Hello, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday to you guys. How are you? How are you? How are you? So today I wanted to come really quickly to go over some really great opportunities that I was able to locate for you on this good old Black Friday. We are going to go over about 10 different really great opportunities, and make sure you stay tuned because I do have some really great entry level opportunities, and we are going to go through the actual job description together. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat. Give me a hi. I hope that your Black Friday and your actual Thanksgiving was very nice and you had a lot of time to spend with your actual family. Love to hear all about it. But definitely we want to make sure that you guys can get these good old remote jobs before year end. Okay. So hit me up in the actual chat and let me know how your Thanksgiving was. If you see me looking from side to side, I do have 3 different screens. So I have information for you on multiple different screens. So just rock with me as we go through this for sure. So let's get into the very first company that I have for you guys today. This is by Sarnova. So we are going to go over some of the jobs. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull up some information about Sarnova. If you know me, then you know I love to give you guys some information on these companies before we actually go straight into the actual jobs themselves. So, give me 1 second. So a little tea on Sarnova. They are a healthcare product service platform and provider really in the healthcare field. You'll be able to find a bunch of different remote job opportunities from them. So feel free to head over directly to their career site. The role that I am bringing to you today through them is going to be their customer service heavy phones job. This is going to be in their Digitech. It is remote and remote in the US. So for sure, check them out. 100% remote. Let's get a little bit into the responsibilities for this call center role. Now, just a little disclaimer, if you are not into phones, do not worry. We are going to go over, I do have like a tech data entry role for you. So just stay tuned because we will get into that, and we'll also go over a company that always gives out entry-level jobs doing multiple things. So make sure you stay tuned. Let me just, all right, exit out of that really quickly. So just a little more information about Sarnova. This specific role is call center focused, so you will be handling heavy call volume. You'll also definitely have to answer patient questions and address concerns. Okay, so this is going to be a problem solving role within customer service, answering phones, assisting with billing, assisting with different things. So keep that in mind when reviewing this actual role for applying. Some of the other things that you'll do is you will resolve customer issues. You'll follow through with any requests that come in and require your immediate attention. You'll also work with other third parties. Okay, you'll do some emailing, some faxing, those kinds of things. Now, skills and experience for this role, they're just looking for some really great soft skills, pretty much. So this is going to be more entry level, with them just requiring strong customer service, strong customer service, strong computer skills, basic understanding of Microsoft Office, Word, and Excel. You'll also need some insurance billing knowledge. Okay, so just being able to really understand what that insurance billing looks like, what it's like to actually be able to review billing forms, know what's on billing forms so you can answer questions. You'll also need to have a minimum typing requirement of at least 40 words per minute. Have some insurance background and knowledge, that's going to be a plus. And then those really soft skills. So being able to handle large volumes of calls, talking with customers really well, multitasking, organizing, paying attention to detail, punctuation. Those are the sorts of things that you definitely are going to need to get into this role, but that you also want to put on your resume, just showing that you can maneuver phone calls really good. You can talk to people really good. You're personable, right? You really have a really great personality, and you can get a caller from one point to the other and really resolve their problems. So definitely don't sleep on this good old customer service role with Starnova. If interested, feel free to get over to them. Now, what I do like about Starnova is they are always hiring for remote roles. So if you listen to my videos, you know one of the things I always tell you guys is to make sure that you are checking back on these companies to see what new is getting thrown out there for remote jobs. So jot this down, get a pen, get a piece of paper, start writing down some of these companies. Even if the roles do not align with where you want to be in your career, make sure that you're definitely jotting down the names of the companies so you can follow up and follow back with them to see what other roles they come up with that may be a better fit for you. All right. So heading right on over to our next one. This is going to be Mercury Insurance. They are an insurance company, of course, that offers multiple different insurance products within the insurance industry, like homeowners, auto insurance, workers' compensation insurance, those kinds of things. Now, this specific role is going to be an admin assistant role. It is completely remote. However, for this role, you must live within California. If you are not in California, do not worry. We are going to run through more roles that are not state specific. But if you are, this may be a great opportunity to check out. Also, if you are looking for opportunities in the insurance industry, right? This is going to be a great opportunity to check out, and also company to review to see if there are any roles in your local area. Now, for this specific admin assistant opportunity, you are going to share support with the department. You'll process records and maintain documents and files. You are going to also maintain management calendars and support their daily work schedules. And you'll arrange travel plans, reservations for staff. You'll track and report mileage and travel profiles. Call, make reservations. Just a lot of admin work for normally executive levels or for teams that have to travel. You'll also respond to and resolve external and internal customer inquiries, complaints, and related issues. Now, for this role, qualifications, educationally, you're going to need a high school diploma or a GED, and you must also include any specialized or vocational coursework that you've had. So if you have any type of certifications, if you have additional education in something that's related to insurance, or a license, for an example. All of that is going to work in your favor. It's going to show that you have a little bit more than just the traditional high school diploma or GED. Now, if you do have a bachelor's degree, as I always say, that is a plus, but it is not needed. So don't worry if you don't have a 4-year degree. You don't necessarily need it for this job. The real requirement is just that high school diploma and GED. So, minimum work history, you're going to need 1 year of working experience as an admin role or in an admin role. You'll also need to have working experience with common office equipment like printers, scanners, fax machines, those kinds of things. If you do have prior experience in an insurance environment, that's going to be a plus. And it really just comes down to them knowing that you know a lot about insurance, which is a good thing, right? Now, benefits, these are going to be key, right? We always want to highlight what you're going to get. So, really great compensation, and we'll go over the compensation in a second. You'll also get flexible work from home anywhere in the U.S. for most positions, paid time off. You'll get bonuses, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, okay, pet insurance, 401k, okay, retirement plans. You'll get engaging work environments, promotional opportunities, education assistance, health and wellness resources like therapy, coaching sessions, child and elder care resources, and a slew of other benefits. So they really definitely think of you when it comes to benefits. Welcome anyone who is new coming into the stream. I'd love to have you here. Just to give you a little update, I am going over 10 opportunities that are hiring right now to try to help you guys get into new roles before the new year hits. If you do see me looking to the right or to the left, I do have dual screens, so I do have information for you on both screens. So don't mind me, just definitely follow along, get a pen and a piece of paper so that you can write down these good old opportunities and at least the companies to refer back and to check on for yourself as well. Now, the pay range for this specific role is going to be $38,567 up to $67,367 annually per year. So this is Mercury Insurance. Once again, this is their admin assistant role. It's completely remote. It is remote in California. Feel free to check on their website for other opportunities that are going to be remote in your local area. Okay. A lot of these insurance companies do definitely hire in multiple locations. So I don't want you to get discouraged because you see California. Just take a look at their other roles because you'll definitely be able to find something that is going to be remote. All right. Now, getting into our very next role, this is going to be with United Healthcare, which is a Fortune 500 health insurance company. This is their Coder 2. It is a national role, so you can be sitting anywhere nationally. Now, because this is a coder role, you are going to need a certification for this role, all right? It is going to be within their medical and clinical operations. This is the job ID, so feel free to look with that when you do get on their site. Now, this specific role is going to give you a $3,000 sign-on bonus for any external applicant. So you're coming from outside, you're going to be eligible for that $3,000. Far as the responsibilities, we'll get into that in a second, but hours for this role, the position is going to be a 40-hour work week, Monday through Friday, and you will work 8 hours a day, normally with about a 30 to an hour of lunch, okay? It is a telecommuting role. You can work from anywhere in the U.S. For this opportunity, which is really, really good. So it is not specific to any location. It does not hold you in to any location. All right. So you can travel while you're working as long as you have the skill sets that they're looking for, you'll be fine. So some of the responsibilities that you will have with this role is reviewing and analyzing medical records, physician notes, and other healthcare documents. You'll also assign ICD-10 codes, which are medical billing codes. That is one of the reasons why you are going to need a certification for this specific opportunity. So I'm definitely speaking to all of my medical folks out there for this role. If you're not in the medical field, don't worry. We have other opportunities that we are going to go over. But this is going to be a really great role for anyone who is definitely looking for something in the medical field and you do have a background in coding. So some of the other things you'll do is you will ensure compliance with official coding guidelines. You'll maintain a minimal coding accuracy. You'll also participate in internal and external coding audits, okay? You'll need strong ability to read and decipher coding guidelines, be able to have strong ability to work independently with minimum supervision, and be able to maintain personal health information, all right? So not breaching data, applying things to HIPAA law, right? Medical law, making sure you're not giving out patients' information and all of those good things. Now, benefit-wise for this role, you are going to get paid time off, okay? That does include 8 paid holidays as well, all right? You'll also get medical plan options like medical health, dental, vision coverage, and you'll get multiple options of that. You'll also be eligible for their 401k and employee stock purchasing plan, educational reimbursements, employee discounts, employee assistant programs, referrals, volunteer benefits, all right? So they really do have you with the benefits. One of the major things that I love is this employee stock purchasing plan, okay? It gives you a piece of the pie of the company, which I think is a really great benefit, and not every company offers this. So you get the stock at a very low rate and you're able to have stock in that company. So as the stock goes up, you're also making really great money. Drink of water for a second. And just to hear, I do want to hear about how everyone's Black Friday is going. Have you went out shopping? Have you went and spent some time with family today? Did you have to work? What did your Black Friday look like? I know for me, I got up, did a little shopping this morning, kind of came back, did a couple things in the house, and I said, you know what? I'm going to give you guys some really great job opportunities, just to give you more job roles to be able to go into this next month with, and to try to get you guys into new remote roles before New Year's, all right? So definitely want to do my deed over this time to help you guys in any way that I can and be a really great resource to you to make sure that you have everything you need to be able to level up in your career. So moving on into the requirements for this role, and make sure you hit me up in the chat and let me know. So this role is requiring a high school diploma or GED. You'll also need that coding certification, okay? 3+ years of experience in the healthcare industry, medical coding, and risk adjustments. And then 3+ years of experience with HCPCS codes or hospital coding, all right? You'll also need an intermediate level of proficiency in being able to communicate well. Very big, right? And also medical coding rules and guidelines. You'll need to have understanding in that. Now, you do need some proficiencies, just knowing how to maneuver a PC and working with Microsoft Office, Outlook, and Excel. And that's pretty much it. They have the preferred certifications here, knowledge of industry standards, and just having a really high level of ethics, integrity, and confidentiality. You are going to need that in this role. And then soft skills are going to be just meeting deadlines, talking to people, being interpersonal, being able to work with people. You must be able to sit long periods of time because it is a desk job. So do remember that, all right? And that's pretty much it. Now, this role is going to be hiring and paying $17.47 to about $38 an hour, which is a really nice rate of pay, coming in as a coder. So definitely, if you're interested in this, you can feel free to apply. I do want to point out just a couple keywords in this specific job description that you want to take out of it and apply to your resume if you are interested in applying and you do have a coder's background. So you want to put definitely that you have experience with ICD-10 coding, HCPCS coding, which is hospital coding. HIPAA is going to be a really big keyword. PHI, I'm sorry. PHI and PII is going to be really big keywords to use for this. If you do have also experience with revenue cycling, and basically what that is making sure that as the bills are processed out, that the money is coming in correctly and any issues with the billing gets corrected. You want to put that on there as well. So revenue cycling is another keyword that you want to use for a job like this coding job, to be able to trigger those ATS systems to show that you are the person for the job. All right. So feel free to definitely apply for this if you have that coding background. Moving on to our very next, and of course, here we go. Stuff is, so I'm going to give you a really good tip really quickly. Y'all going to walk through me. Y'all going to walk with me on how to find jobs, right? Because this page just expired. So y'all are getting a really good teaching today. So I'm going to go to their career site, right? This is Sabri. I'm going to go to their career site. I'm going to just type in remote. This is what you guys want to do, okay? And then we're going to just search. Now we're going to be able to see multiple different remote opportunities. We can also look with the country, United States of America. Search. And like I said, if you see me looking all over, I just have multiple screens. So it just helps me maneuver. So we have this one. Let's see. Facilities coordinator remote. Okay. And this is literally what you guys can do. Okay. I just really gave you a really easy way to start looking for remote opportunities. Lease admin supervisor, lead application engineer, business operations coordinator. So we'll just look at a couple of them, right? So lease admin analyst, this may require a little bit more experience. And all you want to do is come in. You'll look at the date posted, full time, what location or actual, field and department this role is in, which is admin. And then it is remote in the U.S., all right? No matter where you are, okay? It's out of Memphis, but it is remote no matter where you are, all right? Now, this specific role, getting a little more into the details. All right, so you'll track payables and receivables. You'll review incoming invoices for errors. You'll prepare and distribute periodic reports timely in an accurate manner. You'll perform annual operating expense reconciliations, monitor audit windows and audit requirements, and you'll also create and maintain client lease files, okay? Now, you do have this role actually does not have the supervisor component to it. Qualifications for this role is just to perform the job successfully, which is funny. Reasonable accommodations, they can provide that if needed. Educationally, you're going to need a high school diploma or a GED with a minimum of 4 years, okay, of work experience, preferably in commercial property management or accounting. If you do have a bachelor's degree, which is a 4-year college degree or university degree, they want to see that in accounting, finance, or real estate. Okay, that would be a plus. Is not needed if you do have that minimum requirement. No certifications needed. If you do have a financial background, that's going to be great. But that's the gist of it, right? Now, this role is paying $21.87 per hour. to $31.25 per hour. So not bad at all. It does go through some, equal opportunity employment information. But that's pretty much the gist of this specific role, right? So very easy to locate. I just gave you guys a way to look for them, and you just want to do that with any career site that you actually are going on, right? So just how I said, take a actual notepad and look at these jobs, jot them down so you can come back to them at a later time. These are the ways that you want to search on these type of websites, okay, on a career site. So let's move into the next one. This is going to be the facilities coordinator remote role. Now, full-time positions, facility management. This one was posted November the 21st. Now, this one is in the multiple locations, okay? Now, let's see about this role, what you'll do. All right, you'll respond to client inquiries and concerns. You'll create work orders and assign to multiple technicians, okay? You'll also maintain files of work orders, proposals, and department files. You'll assist with inspections and facility campus, and you'll also assist with processing procedures of training. Now, this role, you're just going to need a high school diploma or a GED, a minimum of 2 years of related experience and training, be able to comprehend and interpret instructions really, really well, be able to respond to common inquiries or complaints from clients and resolve them, right? Also provide experience with working with vendors, creating and processing invoices. And then the minimum, those, soft skills and those minimum skills, right? Having Microsoft Office experience. Slack is a digital virtual communication tool, having that type of experience. If you do have coding experience, you've had project management or task management experience in different kind of systems like Asana, Notion, Monday.com. Those are the things that they're also looking for within this job. Now, the only thing here is you must be authorized to work within the U.S. without a visa or sponsorship in the future. They do also give you some good benefits like health insurance, so health, dental, vision, prescription drug, 401ks, all right, life insurance, okay. So, and they're a really great company. They've been on the map for a while, okay. Now, this role, they don't have the actual salary listed, but feel free to go on Google and check out what the salary would be for this facilities coordinator role. And as you can see, it is remote. It is just remote in Texas, Florida, and North Carolina. So this is going to be for my southern folks and my southern state folks down in those southern states. Getting into our very next role, this is going to be the business operations coordinator opportunity. And this is on the Pacific time zone. So if you're not a Pacific, you know what to do. Think about that a little bit before you go apply. See what the actual time zone difference would be if you're in like EST or Mountain Time, right? But none of these jobs are in all. There are so many remote opportunities. There are endless amounts of remote opportunities that come out every single minute. So trust and believe. If this role is not good for you, there's going to be something that is. All right. And we're going to find it. I'm here for it. I'm here for you. I'm here to find it. I'm here to help you along this journey. So, yeah, definitely. Now, this is going to be a full-time position. This is in their facilities management, project management department. It is remote, no matter where you are. All right. So this is not specific to any location or state. You just have to be okay with being able to work on Pacific time zone. So check out that actual time zone map on or calculator on and clock on Google to see if that's going to align with your actual time zone and if you can work these hours. Now, what you're going to do in this specific role and what a day in the life is going to look like. You'll review and understand lease agreements for clients. All right, you'll provide timely responses to clients. You'll also deliver and define procedures and processes. You'll also track, monitor, and coordinate any related waste and recycle programs. Okay. So this is a vast majority of a job. You'll have your hands in multiple different things within this role. You'll facilitate waste removal services. You'll also collaborate with teams to meet customer timelines. And you'll apply established procedures to address simple problems and minimal issues. All right. Now, let's see. You'll clearly also outline other duties, methods, and also assist with other areas of the business. Now, what you'll need for this role, you do have to work on that actual Pacific time zone. Okay. They do have here that you must reside within that time zone. That's why it is also good to look at all the requirements. You must reside in that specific time zone. All right. You can work in multiple states as long as you're on that time zone. You'll need a high school diploma or GED with 1 to 2 years of job-related experience. You need to also be able to adhere to fundamental work procedures and be able to communicate really clearly. Now, you'll also need to be proficient in Microsoft Word, Excel, and Outlook. Have soft skills, right? Be organized, talk to people well, communicate well, all of that good stuff, okay? You must be able and authorized to work in the U.S. without any sponsorships needed. And this role is paying $25.96 to $31.73. Now, these last 3 jobs, we just went through them because I was able to locate them with you guys here on the live stream, right? And I wanted to show you guys how to locate them on career sites and then also go through them to see whether or not they're a good fit for you, all right? So you want to look through those job descriptions. You also want to look through the requirements. What are they requiring of you to be able to get the job? Because if it's not, I mean, you're a picker and a chooser, all right? You have the option to pick and choose what remote jobs you want to apply for versus which ones you don't want to apply for. So you want to always use these opportunities to see if these are going to be really great opportunities for you, or actually be able to kind of count them out quickly so you can move on to the next one. All right. That's what all of this is about. And also just looking at the benefits, the pay, all of that is so that you can quickly determine if this is going to be a job you want to apply for, or if not, move on to the next one. Now, with these opportunities, this specific role, let me just see. So this role, I'm going to just pull out some keywords for you, right? You want to pull out from the description so you also know how to do that when you go and look at job descriptions. So some of the things that I see here is like leasing agreements, okay? Client specific needs, landlord compliance, okay? Let me see. If you have had any experience with waste and recycling programs or management or scheduling, you want to put that in your actual resume. I would probably stay away from a lot of the soft skills. You can actually put some of them in, but I wouldn't highlight my whole entire resume with soft skills. You want to highlight, and you definitely want to hit your resume with hot keywords and keywords that you are pulling out of the job description and applying directly to your actual resume. Another one would be removal services, or coordination of removal services, right? Just putting those word combinations together really well so that it speaks to the recruiters, but you also do have the keywords that you're going to need to get the resume to the recruiters. Now, if you are at the point where you're over it and you do not want to need to, or you do not want to have to, or have a need to apply these or redo your resume or revise your resume, or you're just over it, I do have the resume keyword guide available, which is resume keywords that you can literally take out. It's over 300 different keywords in over 11 different industries that you can, you'll have at your fingertips for multiple different fields that you can apply quickly to your resume. That is definitely, we have that on sale today. It's like $4.95. You can literally get it right this minute. If you're interested, let me know and I can drop that link in the chat. I do also have a resume template library that has over 700 different resume templates, okay, that you can apply for these specific jobs with, okay, in multiple fields. And all of the fields that we went over today, I have multiple different resumes for multiple different actual job titles. That resume library is on sale today for $37, a one-time payment. It is normally a membership, okay, a monthly membership. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely recommend to hop on that today. Because it's going back to the membership way of every single month it being a subscription. So today is a one-time payment of $37. Feel free if that interests you and you want to take all the guesswork out. You don't feel like updating your resume. Those two options are available for you. I'll put both of the links in the description. So let's see what y'all, hold on. I'm looking at the chat now. So let me just do a little wave. Hey Sonia, if you're still here, how are you? And anyone who's new that just came in, welcome, come on in. Love to have you. We are going over multiple different job opportunities that are available right this minute for you to apply for. Just recently, we did go over multiple different ways to look on career sites and find remote jobs, as well as going over job descriptions to make sure you are choosing to see and looking at the job descriptions to see if they're good fits for you, and if not, moving on to the next one. So if you do see me looking from side to side, I do have multiple screens and I have information on all screens for you. So just work with me today. This is my first live, so I wanted to come today and on this Black Friday. I know you guys spent some time with your family yesterday and are probably doing the same today if you have not went shopping, or if you have. And I just wanted to come show my face, tell you guys I am here for you, and just wanted to get you guys some additional job opportunities this week before the end of the month, so you can go into next month strong, and also just trying to help as many of you get into new opportunities before the new year hits. So let me say hi to you guys in the chat. Because I see Sonia waving if she's still here. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for the support and for always showing up and being ready to take that next step in your careers. At the end, I am also going to open it up to some other questions that you guys may have, like HR related or industry related. We can kind of go through those to just help you guys. I just want to be a really great resource, a guide, really help you guys. It is the spirit of, or the time of giving. It's that time of year. So I thought of a couple ways to try to give back to you. And I'm definitely going to be going live more, throughout this time frame as we get into the end of the year, to help you as much as possible and give you guys as many free job leads and companies to help you get into that next journey, get into that next really big high paying career where you can travel the world and be a nomad, right? And make money. So all right, so Irene, how do we qualify what we did at our last positions when numerical metrics weren't used? So we'll go over that. Stay until the end and I'm gonna I'll tell you how to do that really easily. The resume template library is going to be really good for that, because a lot of your like previous experience is already highlighted into numbers. But we'll go over how to do that Give me 1 second so I can pull up these. I'm going to put the actual links in the chats for you. And once again, the resume library is going to be $37 while I'm on live. It is normally a monthly subscription, and you will get over 700 different resumes in every industry you could think about. All right, literally. So what I do like about the resumes is, if for an example you have a certain skill set or experience level or background, say you come from a customer service background or banking industry, but now you're trying to go into insurance, for an example. We have resumes that are in the banking industry. We have resumes that are in customer service. So you can literally take a look at those actual resumes, take sections out of those resumes and apply it if you wanted to do that. We also do have multiple different resumes within that field. So say it's insurance. We have multiple resumes within insurance that has different types of previous experience that you can pull from. All right. So every role you can think about, every industry you can think about, and basically all of the videos that I've done over the past year, all of the jobs within those videos, we have resumes for them. So for sure, feel free to check that out. It is going to only be $37 today while I'm on live, and then it goes back to a membership pricing, which is normally like $33 per month. So you're getting it one time, that's it, never pay again, and you'll have access to it. You also get access to any updates. There's training in there. There is also different kind of like email templates to respond back and forth with HR. There is a slew of a library for you if you're interested in that. So, and we'll go over that. You've been having the hardest time getting a job. Okay, so I'll give you guys some pointers and some tips. And Irene, no problem. Definitely, we will talk about that towards the end. I'm gonna get through some more of these actual jobs, and then we'll get to some Q&A before I hop off of here. So let me also give you guys the link for the keyword guide that today is on sale for Black Friday for $4.95. That one gives you multiple keywords that you can just quickly apply to your current resume that you have now. So hold on 1 second and I'll put that link. And this is only going to be $4.95 for today. So if you are interested, I wanted to make them as reasonable as possible for you, so you guys, if you wanted to hop on them, you can definitely get them. All right. So both of those links are in the actual chat. If interested, feel free, honey. Leap. All right, so let's move on to the next one. This is going to be through a company called Quarry. I want to say it's Quarry. I've highlighted this company before, but you know, sometimes the names of these companies, they really take me for a loop. I'm trying to tell you. This company is a part of QVC. So if you've ever heard of QVC, online shopping, this is going to be a company that is like the parent company of QVC. This is going to be their customer service specialist role. It is a full-time position. What I like about this is it was just posted. Okay, and it's going to be running until January 1st, so you have 30 days. Now don't take 30 days, but it'll be up for a minute. All right, so that's always good. This is the job ID. Now this one is going to be remote in, looks like 5 different locations, all southern areas and states. And then they do also have North Carolina and Texas as well. All right. Now, what are you going to do as a customer service specialist at QVC? You'll handle customer inquiries. I want to buy this, or I bought this and it wasn't the right product, or the product was broke, or, all of the things that people can call about, right, for products. And you will be a problem solver in this role. You'll personalize every experience. You'll answer incoming calls to confirm refunds and take payments. You'll also report to any assigned supervisors that you have. So this is basically kind of like a call center role, but you will be working from home. Now, because it is entry level and more so kind of like no experience or very low experience, it is going to start off at a low rate of pay. What I normally tell people is for jobs like this, if you have absolutely no experience, this would be a job that you would get into. All right. You would stay there for 6 months, get a little experience, and then you would pivot from there. Okay. If the dollar amount does not suit you, okay, because it may not. If it does not suit you, completely fine. We're going to go over how to locate remote opportunities. And we're going to answer some of your questions as well. All right. So realms, yes, you do have to. We're going to go through it a little bit more. But whenever you see the actual location for remote up here, it does normally mean, okay, that you have to reside in those specific states. If it's actually just remote, no matter where you are, you will see remote by itself. You'll see remote United States, normally remote US. That normally is the indicator that it is, these roles are going to be remote, or whatever role that you're looking at is going to be remote in the US, period. Okay, no matter where you are. But this role is definitely highlighting these specific states. So if you're not in that role, if you're not in that state, don't worry. I have some other ones that we are going to go over. Thank you for correcting me too, Irene, because I'm trying to tell you, some of these jobs have me in the chokehold, okay? I'm like, what is the name of this company? I'm trying to tell you, I be on a struggle bus sometimes with these names, but for the most part, my thing is I don't care about the name of the company. What I care about is making sure that y'all get the lead. That's it. All right. But thank you for letting me know. I do appreciate it. And definitely realm anytime for sure. So let's get more into compensation. It's $15 an hour. So this would be definitely a get in, get out type of job. You'll also get an automatic increase You'll get an automatic increase every single 6 months that you are there until your second year. So you'll get 4 increases in total by year 2. So it may not be a get in, get out. You might want to stay 6 months, see what that increase looks like. If it, is good, then you stay. If it's not, then you can start looking for something else. Either way, I'm here to support you, and I'm going to show you how to look for jobs. All right, we're going to get to it. So, now you'll also get paid for performance incentives paid out monthly to anybody who is eligible. So that gives me also that you probably will be doing some type of sales in this role as well. Meaning people will call and say, I want to place an order for this product, and you'll get commission off of those actual sales that you assist with placing orders. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Now, it gets more into, what QVC does, who they are, what they offer, the type of products they offer. And then it also goes into more of some of the requirements that you're going to need and qualifications, right? So being able to learn and work in a virtual environment, communicate in different varieties of styles, right, with different people from all over the world. Also be able to follow their computer system, which normally they're going to give you training on. So if you can move around a computer really, really well, that's going to be good. So realm, I will get into that at the end. I'll get into that at the end. But I do have some options for you. and we can definitely talk more about that. All right. So troubleshooting, you'll do some troubleshooting, do some technical troubleshooting with, let me correct that. You'll do some troubleshooting and partner with IT as needed. And then it does state here that you are going to need to be available to work weekends, holidays, and after hours. So I know some people are very strict on what that looks like, right? And what your weekends are going to look like, holidays. I'm used to having these holidays off. So if this does not work for you, I'm here to give you options. We here to give, this is the option channel. Okay, this is the option and the resource channel. So you don't have to settle for anything. We're going to give you some options. All right. So do not worry. We can definitely look. If this is a problem for you with the availability, right? You want to look for something more of a corporate opportunity where it's not call center based. Call center based is going to be based on the need of that call center a lot of times. Customer service is a lot of need based. Whereas though other roles are not need based, and they a lot of times will not require this. Okay. Now you can find some customer service opportunities that actually are off for holidays, right? Some like insurance companies, they're normally off for all holidays. Banks, they have a customer service department, they're off for all holidays. But a lot of product companies, private owned companies, you're going to find where they do require some type of availability weekends, holidays, and any after hours or additional hours or overtime. So the other thing that they have here is residing in those states. So Realm, this is your question just being answered here. Yes, it is remote, but you have to be in one of these southern locations to be eligible for the job or be able to get into the job. And then they do have some system requirements, which you're going to need. Okay, high speed internet, those kinds of things. And it does go over the application process. All right. Now, benefits for QVC, they are a company that's on the map, which is good. You'll get a total rewards package with really great compensation. And that can be compensation. It can be commission also. It can be bonuses. Normally when this is a full reward or total rewards package, that means it normally comes with a little bit more than just your regular annual salary. All right. So think of it in that type of way around. Now, you also can get health benefits on day one. I love QVC already. All right. Even if you don't want to do customer service, you might want to just check out QVC to see what other type of remote jobs they have available. Because I love companies that give you benefits on day one, because that is not a normal benefit. I come from HR. I have an HR background. Okay. Been doing HR for years. That is not a normal benefit. Normally you have to go through 60 days or 90 days before you're eligible for any type of benefits. So seeing that they're giving you benefits on day one is really, really good. All right. You also get a 401k, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, employee assistant programming, parental leave, paid volunteer hours, company discounts, and more. All right. So you could get some discounts on some things, some Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. That may be good. Now, they don't have the salary. No, they do. Okay. We went over it. $15 an hour for this role. I'm so used to seeing it at the bottom. I totally forgot we went over it. So if you are interested in this customer service specialist role, you know what to do. This button is right here for you. It's right here. All right. Now we'll get into the next one. This is through the same company. This is through a different company that they also are hiring for, which is HSN. This is their work at home customer service. Now this one is pretty much the same. It's just bilingual. They do have the same state requirements, full-time, recently posted. It'll be open for a whole month. This one, you just have to pretty much speak Spanish. You'll be doing the same thing. It's paying the same rate. You'll get the same compensation of having that increase every 6 months up to 2 years, right? So 4 increases within 2 years, which you'll get every 6 months. And then you get the same benefits, right? So they have all the same benefits here. You'll get that total rewards package that we just went over, the health insurance starting day one, 401k, tuition reimbursement, all of that good stuff. All right. So QVC, now these are not the only roles that they are hiring for. So definitely check them out. So we went over 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th company now that we went over for remote jobs. So make sure you guys are jotting them down with a pen and a piece of paper to ensure that, you can come back to them, see what other opportunities may be available today, right? And then applying from there. All right. So number 6 on the list is going to be cancer support specialist at the American Cancer Society. Sorry, I just needed a little drink of water. So this specific role is remote. Okay. It is full-time. We'll get more into the location. All right. Normally that does mean that it is remote in that specific location. But once again, we're going to get into more opportunities. So let's move on down. Let's see here. All right. So in this role, you do some basic things within customer service and assisting customers, right? You'll handle high volumes of patient-related contacts and calls that you'll get. You'll provide resolutions for them, solve problems. You'll also take ownership of inquiries, identifying issues and needs of customers. You'll research options and provide patients and caregivers and healthcare professionals. I'm telling y'all, today been a day. With being able to ensure that they have the proper programs that they need if they are dealing with cancer, guiding them to the right programs, letting them know what is available to them, if there are any research opportunities that will help with the specific type of cancer that they have. You'll be doing all of that. You'll research it and then get back to them and let them know we have this program that is running now at this hospital. We can get you this type of funding to take care of your travel to get there. The program or the research study is going to be 6 weeks. So you'll be the one actually helping cancer patients kind of get the services and the care that they need to be able to survive, which is a very pivotal role. You'll also do some regular things, right? Like document data points, build customer relationships, coordinate transportation and lodging, right? You'll triage requests to internal groups and escalate complex issues to higher management as you see fit. And then you'll just maneuver some softwares and databases on, sifting through different types of databases to look for different things. You are going to need to maintain a current knowledge of work-related processes and procedures and report on any problems that you see fit to operations, whether that be something with the telephone system or you notice something in the system. You'll report those to the appropriate people. Now, knowledge-wise, educationally, they are looking for a bachelor's degree or equivalent experience. What does that mean? So that means that if you don't have a bachelor's degree, they're at least looking for you to have 4 years of experience. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in this field, but they want you to have some type of working experience that is at least about 3 to 4 years. If you do have contact center or customer service experience, that's going to put you high up on the marking poll when it comes to the recruiters looking at your actual resume. And then if you do have work from home experience, that is going to be highly desirable as well. Now, soft skills, per usual, every job you're going to need them, right? Even if you do a data entry job, you may have to communicate with your bosses or your coworkers. You are, right? Maybe clients. It may not be customer service, but you're going to have to communicate in every job. So you are going to need just really great communication skills, being able to tell people what you need from them to be able to do your job, those kinds of things. Interpersonable skills, so being personable, talking to people, getting to know people if need be. Strong customer service orientation. All right, if bilingual, that's going to be a plus. And being a highly motivated self-starter. So having that initiative, that second step thinking, not requiring somebody to tell you every little thing to do, but you taking the initiative. And then Microsoft Office products, typing 40 words per minute. And then being able to make decisions independently. So going back to what I just said, having that second step thinking and not requiring somebody to like, can I do this? Can I do that? What do I do next? Versus actually like, okay, this makes sense. Let me go to this next step. That's what a lot of employers are looking for in today's world, especially working from home. And then far as working from home, they do want to see that you have had some type of contact center environment experience or call center or customer service. And then there is very limited physical effort that you're going to need. And then being able to work weekends, late nights, holidays, and travel if needed for this role. So keep that in mind when applying for this role. Now, this job is paying $19.50 per hour, which is a nice rate of pay starting off, especially for it to be a customer service center role. So that's really almost $20 is really good starting for a support specialist, which is really a customer service opportunity. You're just dealing with different kind of patients with this one. All right, so once again, this is the American Cancer Society. Now, for this one, this is going to be more medical. You want to put more medical things in your resume, support things, customer service things, right? So if you have a healthcare background, for an example, you want to use any type of duties that you've done in the healthcare field. You want to use that for a job like this. Customer service wise, you want to put things like resolve customer issues, assisted with scheduling, assisted with database pulling, assisted with billing if you did that. You also want to use keywords like patient, right? Volunteer, program partners. If you did do something with cancer or oncology before, right? You want to utilize those specific keywords in your job description. You want to put things in there like I work with cross-functional departments or cross-functional teams, right? In these specific departments. So if it's healthcare, you want to say, I don't know, like orthopedic or pediatric, or you want to list out exactly what departments it was that you work cross-functionally with. All right. So that's some tips as well to make sure you're adding when you are revising your resume to apply for jobs like this, to make sure that it triggers the ATS. It's all about triggering that ATS with the right keywords. Okay. So once again, this is the cancer support specialist remote role. If interested, you're okay with the hours and the pay, feel free to come and apply and get that resume together. And you know, y'all know what to do. We movers and shakers here. We're movers and shakers, right? So the next actual job that I'm bringing you today is going to be through a company called Sedgwick. Sedgwick is a third-party insurance handling company. Basically, in a nutshell, Sedgwick is a company that insurance companies hire to handle their claims, benefits, all kind of stuff. All right. Now, this role is going to be their workers' compensation claims representative role. It is going to be in a Virginia jurisdiction. It is remote. Okay. This is full time. Now, this is not the only other remote role that they're hiring for on their platform. I did see other ones today. So put this company in your back pocket. What I do also like about Sedgwick is they do hire entry-level job seekers. So if you're entry level, if for an example you want to pivot from one industry or field to another, all right, this will be a great company to check in on and check back on to see what their availability is and what type of roles they have available at any given time. Now, this specific role is their work comp claims rep. Okay. Main thing you'll do is in this role is you are going to handle workers' compensation claims. Very simple in a nutshell. You investigate, you review medicals, you're going to coordinate things like INEs, which are medical exams to see if a person is at a maximum medical place before they were before the accidents that they were in happened, right? You'll manage the whole entire claim from start to finish. If they sue, for an example, you're going to walk through litigation with that claim as well normally. Now, they do have some things here, just acts and requirements of you, and that is knowledge and experience in complex customer claims. Being, customer focused, having that customer focus, because you will have to talk to people. You have to pay them if they're going to be out on workers' comp, right? You'll also have to ask them, well, how did the accident actually happen? How did you slip and fall? How did you hurt your hand? Did you go to the hospital? So you do have to have some type of customer service component. But for the most part, you won't really be dealing with the general public. You'll deal with people in your actual field. You'll deal with the general public from time to time when you have to call to ask those type of questions. But once you gather that information, a lot of times you're just dealing with regular counterparts that you're going to encounter, like lawyers, litigation teams, those kind of things, and people and departments in the insurance industry. Now, the ideal candidate is going to have analyzed work comp loss claims. And then it does go more into the responsibilities of this role, which is basically a summary of what I just explained. The education for this opportunity, you're going to need 2 years of, or education and experience. You're going to need 2 years of claims management experience or equivalent combination of education and experience. What does that mean, right? So this means if you do have claims experience, great. You just are going to need 2 years of that. If you don't have claims experience, they want to be able to see that you have some type of working experience, and you also do have at least a high school diploma and GED. All right. So you can have 2 years of working experience. You can have 4 years. You could have worked in banking as an example, or at a hospital. They just want to see that you've been able to work, get along with people, stay somewhere for some time, gain some skills in order to be able to get into this job. Now, educationally, you are going to need a high school diploma or GED. A bachelor's degree from accredited college is going to be a plus. It's not needed for this role, but it is a really great plus to put you higher up on that candidate pool. And then any certifications that you may have is going to also be a plus for this role. You don't need certifications, but it will be a plus. And then they ask for flexible working schedules, or the way that they take care of you is flexible working schedules, referral incentive programs, career development, and promotional growth. And then also a very diverse benefit package like medical, dental, vision, 401k. On day one, that's one of my favorite benefits. So this is another company. Put in your back pocket. Now, I do have and know people that work at Sedgwick. And from what I hear, the culture is really good. They also are very employee-centered. And a lot of their claim roles are remote. Majority of them are remote. I think they have a 37 work week, a 37-hour work week each week, right? So instead of 40 hours, you'll only have to work 37, and then you get like an hour lunch. So you're really only working like 6.5 hours per day, but you get a full salary. So Sedgwick is pretty good when it comes to benefits. I haven't heard a lot of bad things about Sedgwick, and people seem to stay with them for a very long time. because of some of the really great perks and benefits that they give. And this role is going to be completely remote going in. So once again, this is the workers' comp claims rep role with Sedgwick. They are hiring for other opportunities as well, so don't sleep on them. Definitely make sure you get on over and apply. Now let me see, does the Washington D.C. area count, or would I have to be directly in the state? So normally when you see the state, it does mean the actual state. So anywhere outside of that, they're not going to accept your application. Normally it's, for an example, if it was the DC area or Maryland area, right? They would have VA, DC, Maryland. And you would know right away, okay, it's the DMV area. But because it's just saying Virginia, normally they want you to be within that actual location. So definitely watch for that, because that's the indicator. They normally put exactly the state that they want you to be in. All right. So watch for that when applying. If you're not in that state, just look for other opportunities. A lot of these jobs hire specific postings for specific states. So you'll have a VA one, you'll have a Maryland one, you'll have a DC one. It'll be the same exact job. So make sure you're looking for that as well, because you just need to apply for the one that's in your state, if that makes sense. All right, so we're going to move to the next one. This is going to be, it's called Cox Enterprise. This is their customer care specialist #1 role. Remote, no travel. It is a full-time position. You'll be within the customer service department. And let's get into what you'll do, right? So you'll partner with parties and inform them of open issues. You'll also maintain relationships with existing customers and problem solve any issues that they have. You'll be a part of the process in identifying and assessing and resolving problems that come in related to customers. You'll have to work with cross departments and resolve different issues. And you'll also need to just be very timely on the phone. Okay, so what you'll also do is phone, chat, and email support. Okay, so it'll be all three, not just one. You'll be the point of contact for resolving issues within this opportunity. So this is going to be more entry level, more frontline. Okay, this one is the minimum requirements that they have here is going to be a high school diploma or GED. If you are bilingual, that is going to be a requirement for this role. But Cox hires a lot of remote opportunities. Okay, so this is another company you want to come back to. They're right now hiring for a mechanical. We can come back to them at the end as well. Some type of mechanical remote role where you will work on cars, but majority of the desk work will be remote, and then they actually teach you for a 4-week time frame of how to work on the cars. You'll get certified and then be able to work on the cars. So they have all kind of different opportunities, half remote, a little bit, going in and doing your own thing on cars. And then they have other opportunities like this that are more call center focused. They have other support roles that may be more IT focused, but entry level. So they're a really great opportunity and company to keep checking out, because they come up with multiple different remote roles daily. Definitely daily. And it's a lot of times they'll be hiring for multiple roles of the same. So they'll be hiring for 17 customer service reps, right? Or say chat, for an example, chat rep, chat support. They'll be hiring for 15 of them. So they do hire a lot. They have a whole bunch of job listings. So don't sleep on them. This is going to be a great company to check back with. Now, for this one, you must live within a reasonable location to this city within Arizona, and you'll have to commute 1 to 3 times per month in office, which is not bad at all. You must also be suitable to work from home, having a desk space, having that hardwired high-speed internet, having a laptop and a mouse. Looks like they'll provide that for you. So main thing you need is just that hardwired internet. You must also have a minimum of 2 years of experience in a call center or client facing. And then have soft skills, communication, customer service skills, organizational skills, being able to maneuver in screens really well, work in Microsoft Office really well, understanding how to maneuver on the internet, right? Email, those kinds of things, all right? And then they have preference here for degrees. But, what you really are going to need is that high school diploma, at least 2 years of some type of customer service. We can go over that too. If you've never been in a call center or you never may have deemed your actual job customer service, there's always a way you can put that on your resume as customer service. So, I just joined in here, any Caribbean friendly jobs. So I do have one that we'll go over, which is our next one. And I am going to answer questions at the end. So keep all your questions for the end. I definitely will help you guys out. But I do have one company that hires globally. All right. So you can check that one out. And they are very entry level friendly. So back to this role. Let me just see if they have salary. So you have to do a drug test, and then compensation. You are going to be looking here. All right. So it starts at $15.81 up to $23.75 an hour. And then they do give you really great rates of pay and benefits. So you'll get a minimum of 16 hours of paid time off every month, 7 paid holidays throughout a calendar year, which is nice. You'll also get things like bereavement time, volunteer time, health insurance. Whenever you're working full time, the employers have to offer you basic benefits, which is health insurance, dental, all of those things. So you'll by default, because you'll be a full-time employee, have to or be offered that by Cox. All this talking has me a little parched, y'all, so don't mind me as I sip water. I'm still here. All right, we're gonna get these jobs out. So you also have to be authorized to work in the U.S. for this specific employer without needing any type of sponsorship in the near future. So if this role interests you, definitely feel free to get over to this specific employer and company and check out their customer care specialist role. I'll also come back to them to show you the other position I was speaking about not too long ago. Now, once again, if you are trying to apply for any of these opportunities that we're going over today, and you are over or frustrated with trying to update your resume, figure out what to put on it and all of that, I don't want you guys going through any of that, okay? I want it to be as seamless and as easy for you to hit apply as possible so you can get in for interviews, okay? So I have 2 things that you can get today. One is a keyword guide. It gives you multiple keywords to put on your resume so you don't have to try and figure out what should I put on my resume for this specific job that I've never done before. I don't want you guys having to ever go through that or trying to be on your own doing any of that. So the keyword guide is on sale today for a little under $5. The link is in the chat. And then I also do have a resume library that gives you over 700 different resumes in like over, I want to say about 35 different industries. And you'll also get trainings. You'll also get other things like an application tracker. You get emails, pre-made emails to email back and forth with the actual interviewer to know what to say to them and how to speak to them. So yeah, that is the resume library. That is also on sale today for $37. It's a one-time fee. The resume library is normally a monthly membership subscription. So if you are interested, today will be the day, and it's only going to be there, and the one-time fee will be there while I'm on live. After that, it is completely going to be gone and taken down. So if you're interested, I will hop on that one-time fee today before it goes away. All right. And that's just, feel free, if that does help you, that's completely fine. If not, that's completely fine as well. I just have some tools where I don't want you guys to be stuck at all. I don't want you stuck ever. So definitely have those tools. If you want to grab them, feel free to do so. Now, the next role that I have for you today is going to be through a company called Found Ever. This is their insurance customer service rep role. Now, Found Ever is a third-party administrator or company that provides customer service options to different companies. They also provide other services. So we'll get more into some of the jobs that they offer in a second. But I did want to bring you the insurance customer service rep for them. This one is remote anywhere. So realms, this is what I'm saying when I said normally the job description would have remote any location in the US or remote US. Normally that's going to tell you that no matter where you are in the US, you can apply for this role. They're hiring all over the US for remote. All right. It's not locally or it's not state specific or location specific. As long as you're in the US, you're good. So let's see. Let's go through these responsibilities, and they just have 4 listed, right? So you'll handle incoming service calls. You'll drive customer satisfaction through video, chat, and email communication. You'll navigate through multiple systems and tools, and you'll have ongoing training for skill development. Now, this company is very entry level friendly. I'm going to let you guys know that now. All right. Qualifications, you'll just need soft skills, right? You have to be 18. You need soft skills, so communication, navigating through screens, being a problem solver, being able or willing and eager to advance your actual career, be able to work independently, having a high school diploma. You must also be able to pass a background check because this is insurance. They are heavily regulated by the Insurance and Banking Commission. So a lot of their positions require some type of background check for ethics and integrity reasons. It is a work from home position. And then the minimum, you'll just need that high speed internet, right? Now, these are all the states that they're hiring this role for. Okay? Just about every state. So they are hiring in multiple locations. All right. Feel free to check. Maryland is on here. PA is on here. New Jersey is on here. You have quite a few all over. Florida, Georgia. You have quite a few. If you are not in one of those states, I'm going to show you in a second how to look for something in a state that you're in. All right. Or even globally. So I'll show you guys in 1 second. So this specific role, you are going to need a desktop computer, Apple tablet, Windows, and then you'll need that good downloading speed as well. Pay rate for this role is $15 to $16 an hour. You'll get paid 100% paid professional training, medical, dental, vision, employee assistant programs, the 401k retirement plans, employee discounts, referral bonuses, internal mobility, meaning they hire and promote about 84% of people who come in at an entry-level role gets promoted to a managerial role. It's about 80% of that. So they hire really well, or they level you up internally really, really well. So you do have room to grow here, which is really, really good. You don't see that number very often. 84% of internal promotions is big. So Found Ever, that's another reason why I do like them, because you may start off at a lower position, but they do offer multiple different milestones for you to be able to level up in your career. So if interested, this is the insurance customer service rep role. feel free to come on over and click that good old apply button if interested. And then this last one we're going to get into is their chat and phone text support. So for all my people who hate phones, here you go. This one is also remote anywhere in the US. They may have states listed, they may not. We'll go over that. But the main things you'll do is you'll provide basic technical support via phone or chat. You'll deliver really great customer service, communicate really well and effectively to customers, and provide memorable and delightful experiences for people. You'll work from home. Computer equipment is provided. Okay. So all you need to have is a monitor. It's a full-time schedule, flexibility of seasonal roles as well. So just being flexible depending on the season. And when like open enrollment, for an example, is a big season, which is like December, January. So just thinking about that as well. This role is paying $14 an hour. You'll have 100% of paid training, which is good. They do have that promotion within. And then employee discounts, referral bonuses, and then wellness programs. Now, this one, you must just live within the U.S. Applicants must reside within 50-mile radius of local states. So as long as you live close to any of these, you're good. Flexibility of the need for the business. So for holidays and things like that, they may need you to be a little bit more flexible with your schedules. And then you must have a high school diploma or GED, be 18 years of age, and you must also have some of these things for your work home environment, like a home office free from distractions, a working phone line, a desk chair, and a really good chair to be able to sit in all day, right? So those kinds of things. But this is Foundever. We'll get more into them if interested in this chat role, and you're over, having to talk to people on the phones. This might be a really great opportunity to check out. All right. So let's get into, before I go back into some of the roles and showing you guys how to search, I am going to now go into answering some of your questions. So hold on one second. All right. So Irene, how do we quantify what we did at our last positions when numerical metrics weren't used? So, give me a little bit of an example of what you did so I can make it specific to you. But definitely feel free to give me a little example of what you did in your current job or previous jobs and what you're trying to quantify. A generalized response to that and answer to that is pretty much anything can be quantified in numbers, right? So for an example, if you worked on projects with a team, I'm going to give you an example. If you were the main person that had to bring multiple department heads together for a team, and you worked on, you executed certain amounts of projects, you produce so many products, right? You can literally put on your resume in the verbiage of, I've worked with C-level executives and brought 5 projects to market within a 6-month period, right? If, for an example, you did billing, medical billing, and you were in charge of sending the billing off to the insurance companies and making sure that the insurance company paid and the insurance company sent the money back and they didn't take certain things off the bill and not pay the total amount, right? Say you did that for a living in your previous job. You would put in your resume, I oversaw the complete, complex billing and cycle management process, cycling over, say for an example, 3,000 bills each month, or reviewing, right? Or reviewing, overseeing, producing, right? 3,000 bills each month, resulting in, right? Resulting in $25,000 of payments being received each month with a 5% increase month after month. So, though in your current job, your day to day, you probably just paid attention to sending the bill off and bringing money in. You can always quantify something within the process in numbers. Does that make sense? Okay, quality control inspector. So that to me also gives some QA, like quality control. You're looking over what's already been done, making, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're making recommendations, right? Or are you going through like a process of something and making sure that hazardous materials or things are used properly so that it doesn't catch on fire, right? I'm just thinking off the top of my head. In that specific situation, you can talk about, you can quantify how many you've done, right? So say, I'm gonna just give an example since it's oil and gas. Say you had to go and do a quality control on 35 gas stations a month, right? You will put some of your criteria of what your quality control is, right? So if that's, I have to look and see, and this is definitely not my area, but common sense tells me I have to look and see that they're in compliance with the fire extinguishers being up to date at these 25 gas stations. And within that time frame, I've only been able to see that 13 was in compliance, as an example. The way that I will put that in a resume is oversaw oversaw 25. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. So you would do oversaw quality control measures at 25, and I would put a territory, right? At 25 gas stations within, say for an example, you were in Manhattan, New York. I'm just giving an example, right? Within a specified territory of Manhattan, New York, and was in control of measuring these five things, right? So say it's the extinguisher, making sure that the pipes that do the gas are in compliance. They're not old, they're not mildewing, right? They're not, the weather hasn't tore them up, right? So say those are some of the things you measure. You would quantify, okay, I've done 25 based on my reports. I've been able to see that 13 was in compliance. The other 12 or however many that is not in compliance, I put them on progression discipline, and that resulted in, you always want to also put the result, right? That resulted in, within a 90-day period, the 13 that were out of compliance became 97% in compliance. Whatever else after that, whether that be within state guidelines or within requirements that are needed. But that's the way that you would want to quantify it. You always want to quantify the process, what you do, and then give a result. The result is, I brought in this amount of revenue. The result is, I was able to get these amount of companies or these amount of gas stations in compliance, right? Yeah, so you always want to quantify that way and then give a result. Does that make sense? And give me 1 second. Let me check on something really quickly. And then I'm going to go to the next question. And then we're going to search some jobs for anyone who's on here who wants to kind of learn a little bit on how to search jobs for yourself. But let me just do something really, really quickly. And then we're going to move right on. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, yeah, but Irene, let me know if that answers your question. So let's move to Realm. If Realm is still here, are you still here, Realm? Let me know. Because I can help you a little bit now. And then let me know. And then yes, for sure. Anytime. Always, you can also drop a comment on any of the videos. I can help you that way as well. But yes, anytime. If you get stuck, feel free, drop a comment on the video. And then the resumes also in the resume library. All of them, majority of all of them in every field are quantified by numbers. So you'll be able to easily see very quickly how to quantify everything with a number. And you always want to quantify everything with with how much money you were able to save, right? How much money you were able to save, like cost containment. Companies love to see how much money you were able to save, how much revenue you were able to bring in. So if your job at all ties into one of those two things, which it normally does, and we can figure out a way to make sure that it does, right? You're going to start seeing a lot more responses on your resume when you're able to speak to, I was able to get this company this amount of money, or I was able to save a company this amount of money. Always keep that in mind. Okay, when you're revising your resume or thinking about doing something to your resume or writing things out on your resume, keep those things in mind. But once again, the resume template library is there for you if that helps as well. So Realm, I'm guessing, is no longer here. Is Cross One still here? Or does anyone else have any questions before I end the live? Does anyone have any more questions? Do you have any questions about jobs? Do you have any questions? We can go through some searching jobs, how to locate remote jobs. We can go through that. If you have questions about the resume library, I can answer those as well while we're on live. So let me know now before we head off, and I can definitely give you guys more insight and resources before we hop off of this live. Just let me know. I am here for you guys before the new year hits. I'm trying to help you out. I'm here for you. Any knowledge I can give, any resources I can provide, any help I can provide to you, I am here for sure. So let me know. In the meantime, while I'm waiting, still haven't seen anybody come up yet, but how has everyone's holiday been? Was it a joyous holiday? I see a couple people are still watching, so let me know if you have any questions. I'm waiting to see if anything pops in. I'm gonna give it probably another 5 minutes or so, and then I am going to pop off of here because I have been on live for about an hour and a half now. So let me know if you have any questions before I go. If you need anything, if you want to walk through any of the actual videos. Okay, so we can go through that, Irene, really quickly. So for an example, So Irene's question is, how do we find remote work? So one of the things that I recommend is first looking in the field that you are interested in, right? Or you have experience in. If you want to pivot to a new role and you already have experience in a field you want to pivot to, you're going to want to definitely search first in that field, right? If you're looking to pivot to a new, so say you're in banking, but you want to go to the state board or something, just as an example. You want to start looking where you want to go next. Once you have completely located the field that you want to go to, you want to start searching up different companies in those fields. You can use LinkedIn. You can use Indeed, for an example. And just searching up. So like quality control, you would go to Indeed. ZipRecruiter is so many different, and then you would do quality control. This is one way I'm going to show you the search, and then I'm going to show you another way. So quality control inspector, right? And what I'm looking for is the company. So I'm going to also show you guys how to kind of like sift out how to sift out things. So you'll put the job title or the field. Say it's healthcare. You can just do healthcare remote, but make sure you're looking with remote. Always remote. And then like I'm gonna do healthcare just to give you a really great example. So this is a field, right? Just know the field that you want to get into: banking, insurance, healthcare, mechanics, cars, whatever. Just look for that field. And then you'll do healthcare. You'll come down, you'll see what they have available, right? So like First Source, this is one I've highlighted before. I'm going to open the link. Now this might go to an Indeed normally, so we'll see. Okay, this is their Indeed page. So a lot of times you cannot find the company job sites from here. Sometimes they do have a link like they do here, so we'll see. Now we just found one company, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to careers. You'll do search and apply. You'll pick the location. So this is a global company. They hire globally. So I'm going to pick US. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to just search remote. And we'll see what they have available. So they have multiple remote opportunities. Right? So this is a really simple but very effective way to search. Oh, definitely, for sure. This is a really simple but effective way to search. And you just come on and you revenue cycle billing specialist, senior customer service rep, healthcare collection specialist, and you can literally just open it up, check it out, right? And you go through the job description as we did just on this video, right? So see what they need. Okay, what are you going to need for this one, right? Answer inbound calls. I don't really know if I want to do that, right? Or what are they requiring? So this is entry level. High school diploma, collections experience, 6-month customer service. Really simple, straight to the point type job. And then if that one is not good, like, I'm not really interested, you could go back and keep looking. Data entry, right? This one is even laxer requirements. Only a high school diploma, a little data entry, computer knowledge, basic math skills. So that is one of the best ways to for sure look with in any of the very big, and that's I'm also showing you this way because this is something that you guys are all familiar with doing. You're familiar with also seeing these sites. You probably got a job off of one of these sites one day. So you're familiar with these sites. I just want to show you how to use them to your advantage, if that makes sense. How to search their search engines. So use them like you would Google, right? You want to use them just like you would if you were asking Google to answer a question for you. You use it the same exact way. You give it what it needs to be able to bring up the different things that you want to see. And then I normally go off of the site to see the actual company itself, because that's going to tell you, is this company a good company? What type of jobs do they have available? Is it a field that I want to get into? Is it not? And then if it's not, you can just move right on and don't have to worry about dealing with or talking about this company anymore, right? So that's the main way that I definitely would give you to start off with. Try Indeed, Career Builder, LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter. It's so many of them that you can try with, but I would try those 4. I would start with those 4. Do the field, do remote for location, and you'll be able to find a whole bunch of companies that are offering different kind of remote jobs. Now, in the resume vault, you do also get weekly job leads. So you'll get weekly job leads in multiple different fields, and you also do get the resumes to go with those job leads. So it really takes out all of this part for you. But if you do want to search by yourself, feel free to. This is the way that you would do it. For sure. This is one of the ways. And then the other thing I was going to show you is just going back on these sites. So for an example, Foundever is a really good entry-level job or employer, but they're also good with global jobs. So if I go back here, you can click on the actual logo, or I can just go to find a job. When I come here, you can click by actual countries, right? So anyone internationally that may be on here, this is the way to do it, right? You can look by countries. And then I'm going to go to the U.S. I'm in the U.S. I'm going to do available jobs. And then they have multiple jobs here, and you can see what they have remote. So all of these are remote. Any location, remote. Now, they normally do have a lot more jobs, and expect to have more jobs come out closer to the new year, and especially after the new year. Around this time, a lot of people are in holiday brain. So, though they know that they need jobs, they'll put some out, but a lot of times they're not as aggressive until the new year. So, just definitely expect sites like this to have more opportunities towards the new year. But that's the way that you would look on this site. For an example, if they didn't come up here, I would just search remote here. I would just search remote. And normally all the remote jobs will come up. And I'll be able to see what's available remote. And then as you can see, that gave me way, way more. Now you can do it in the search bar, but you can also do it in the location field. The only thing with the location field, all websites are set up differently. Sometimes there is a remote Oregon. Okay, it is literally a city called Remote Oregon. So some of the actual locations will give you jobs for Remote Oregon. So you just have to check to make sure, is the job remote or is the job in Remote Oregon? All right, so that's something to keep an eye on. But here are a bunch more of remote jobs. They have 4 pages. This is the one we just went over. They have 4 pages of it. So that's how you can kind of go on all the sites and just like Cox Enterprise. This one has a button for you to click. So I'm going to just click that, and I'm going to come down and say search jobs. This is going to give me all the ones that they have put in the remote bucket. Now, this is the mechanical role I was talking about, where they give, they train you and then you'll work on cars. But 50% of the time you'll be working from home. These are those jobs, and you see they're hiring for multiple of them. So this is the way that you search. Any other questions before I hop off of here for anyone? Going once, going twice. All right. I hope that you guys have and enjoy a great weekend. I hope you've had a great Thanksgiving holiday, as well as Black Friday today, and you are prepared to go into the weekend. Peace and blessings to you and your family, and happy holidays, and talk soon.